me on the cover of a magazine. And you know everything is free when you're naked in my limousine. You see them looking my way, they know I'm here to stay. You know life is good when you're the king of Hollywood. Look at me on the cover of a magazine. And you know everything is free when you're naked in my limousine. You see them looking my way, they know I'm here to stay. You know life is good when you're the king of Hollywood.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tuning in for the Janesville Bluebirds taking on the Sun Prairie Cardinals here in the JV game. 5 o'clock start has been moved to 5:15 due to busing schedules out of Sun Prairie. So both teams will be taking the ice for a puck drop at 5:15. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're on a delay waiting for Sun Prairie to pull in, and then as we were getting ready, we've lost power down here at the rink. Everything back up and running. This is Coach Nate with Blue Line Basics. Thanks for tuning in for the JV game here tonight against the Janesville Bluebirds taking on Sun Prairie. Tonight's game sponsor, Indigo Salon and Sweets over there in Milton, right off Janesville Street next to Piggly Wiggly. Go ahead and check them out, stop in, say hi, thank them for their support of Bluebird hockey, and get online and pick up an awesome Christmas gift for that significant other that would like to get their toes done, their hair, their nails, their lashes, and show some support back to Indigo Salon and Sweets. We're a little short-handed here this afternoon for the JV game, as it'll be just myself calling the game, running the film, as well as maintaining the clock for the stream, so I may be a little bit slow on the clock. I apologize ahead of time. So in net this evening for the Bluebirds will be number 32, Zen Janik. Chance Ferrum will be taking the face-off, and it'll be head coached here this evening for the JV by Coach Nick English and Daryl Moore. Off the draw, Sun Prairie will win it back towards the blue line and just inside the Bluebird zone. Puck stolen, kicks over here to the near side. Along the near side boards it is. Sun Prairie able to hold. They'll send it up on net just wide over there along the far side boards. Down below the goal line, Sun Prairie will pick it up, try to work it around, and has it taken off the stick by Janesville, who will work it up the far side boards. Not able to clear the zone. Sun Prairie able to hold, and they'll send it back over here just in front of the Janesville bench. Bouncing around high in the zone. Now Janesville will get it out. They'll work it up across center ice along the far side. In on net, off the pads, kicked into the far side corner. Both teams battle for possession along the far side boards. And Sun Prairie will work it up and out across center ice. Poke check by Janesville. Held up at their own blue line. Now it'll kick through, tipped and all the way down to the other side. No icing as Sun Prairie will pick it up. And try to work it out that far side. They'll work out of their zone across center ice. Poke checked away. Janesville trying to exit out of the zone. Sun Prairie able to kick it back down in the corner. Held up there top of the circle far side. Sun Prairie just inside. Holds the zone, works at top of the circle far side. Centering pass, no, all the way through along the near side boards. Work it back deep down below the goal line. Heavy pressure behind the Janesville net. Sun Prairie gets a stick on it, trying to work it around. Centering pass off the side of the net, over here to the near side. Janesville working around the back of their net, up the far side boards. Up and out, and it'll kick all the way across, and we'll have an icing and a chance to get the clock squared away here. 12:43. To go here in the first. Along the near side boards, James will work it up and out across center ice. Sun Prairie quickly picks up possession. Just out front of the press box. They'll work it up into the Janesville zone here near side. Janesville will send it across ice. Icing's waved off. No icing. Sun Prairie will pick it up, bring it around here to the near side. Crossed ice, far side, along the far side of the boards, not able to handle the pass. And Janesville will pick it up and work it around the back of their net here now near side. Up along the near side boards, that was tipped, and that'll run back down into the Sun Prairie end, where they'll pick up possession. They'll work it over near side to far. Up across center ice, they'll work into the Janesville end. Stop, tie up at the point, trying to make a nice pass from point to point. James able to get a stick on it and pokes it out of the zone. Sun Prairie along the near side, trying to gain an entry off a long lead pass. Janesville ties him up, keeps out at center ice. Janesville picks it up there in neutral ice. They'll dump it down into the zone, off a stanchion on the glass there, kicks over here into the near side. Trying to get a centering pass, kicks over along the far side boards, just inside the Janesville zone. They'll work it east to west, and then back around the side of their net to the far side, up the far side boards. Janesville trying to work it out, not able. Sun Prairie was able to hold it in. Janesville will regroup, work it up, lost the handle as it came over. Sun Prairie picks up possession, works it across center ice and in. James will work it up and out of their zone. Out at center ice it is. Cross center ice. Into the Sun Prairie zone. Along the far side boards. Down to the goal line. Into the corner. Tied up by Sun Prairie. Picked up along the half wall. Janesville sends it in on net. Oh, off the pads and off a skate that just misses the near side post as it slid down below the goal line. Sun Prairie trying to work it up and out along the far side boards. They'll work it over here east-west. Janesville man able to pick it up, working it down, top of the circle, down below the goal line, the puck will slide. Worked over into the far side corner. Sun Prairie, top of the circle. Janesville able to tie it up, keeps in the zone in the high slot, trying to get a shot down off a pad. Came loose, still loose out front. Goal, Janesville. Sun Prairie, top of the circle. Janesville able to tie it up, keeps in the zone in the high slot, trying to get a shot down off a pad. Came loose, still loose out front. Goal, Janesville. That first shot got kicked out, and they sent it back. Sun Prairie, top of the circle. Janesville able to tie it up. Keeps in the zone in the high slot, trying to get a shot down off a pad. Came loose, still loose out front. Goal, Janesville. Owen Llewellyn. I'm sorry, somebody can correct me on that. On the goal. And I believe Truesdale had the assist. And I didn't catch who had the other. Janesville working it back in, top of the circle, far side, down into the slot. Near side, shot off the pad, still loose out front, kicked out along the near side boards. Bouncing around top of the circle. Sun Prairie will work it up and out across center ice, taken into the Janesville zone with speed. Nice poke check by Janesville D-man. Pass though from far side, out to front, shot wide of the net into the near side corner. Out at point, near side, goes in on net, doesn't make it. Deflects off a man out front, sits high in the slot. James will pick it up. They'll work it up off the boards out at center ice. They'll try to get a line change as Sun Prairie quickly works it back in. Shot near side, sticked over here by Janik in and along the near side boards. James will pick it up. They'll send it across ice, far side, entry into the Sun Prairie zone. Foot race for the puck down below the goal line. Janesville gets on it first, trying to work it up the far side boards. Slide it back down below the goal line. just behind the Sun Prairie net, trying to work it around to the front on the near side. Down below the net it goes again, far side corner. Sun Prairie trying to work it up and out. Janesville able to hold. Heavy pressure there at the point. Nice work by Janesville, holds the zone. Top of the circle, trying to slide down to the slot, not able to. Puck slides off along the far side boards. That one will get sent all the way down. And we'll have an icing. Offensive zone face-off, draw back to point. Shot from point, off a couple guys out front, doesn't make it to the net. Down below the goal line, Sun Prairie working around the net over the far side. They'll double back now, try to work it up the near side. Out of the zone, nice little move around the Janesville D-man as they take entry into the zone, but a little ahead of the other and off sides it was. Along the far side. Janesville brings it around the back of the net here near side. Cross ice pass. Neutral zone it is across center ice. Lost the handle trying to take this Sun Prairie zone, and Sun Prairie picks it up. They'll try to work it up the near side boards. Janesville comes down, holds the zone, pushes it back down in the corner. Sun Prairie will wrap it around the boards far side. Out they come across center ice, tied up by Janesville. Now they'll dump it down along the far side boards down behind the Janesville net. Errant pass by Janesville, shot just misses the back of the net as Sun Prairie works it down below. Now Janesville try to wrap it around the corner here. Near side, pressure by Sun Prairie, shot goes on, gloved by Janik, and a face-off upcoming. Sun Prairie will have to change out centers. Off the draw, just misses the point man coming back. Sun Prairie will have to regroup out at center ice. Puck slides in, down past Zen. James will pick it up, work it over the far side. Lost it there behind the net. Working it up here now near side. Sun Prairie man just waiting, steps up, holds it. Lost the handle. Now Sun Prairie will send it back down as they were trying to get a stick on it for a shot. They'll pick it up top of the circle here near side. Try to work it down. Centering pass deflected by Janesville. Janesville up and off the boards and out of the zone it is. Sun Prairie will regroup just inside their zone. Out across center ice. Into the Janesville zone they go. Janesville pick it up. They'll work it across center ice as they were trying to get a little bit of a cherry picker there on the edge of the Sun Prairie zone. Sun Prairie will work it back in, though, putting pressure on at the top of the circle as the puck stolen by Janesville, worked up the far side boards. Sun Prairie able to get a stick on it, sends it down on net. Zen will work, play it behind the net. Janesville will work it up here, top of the circle, near side. Out of the zone. Centering pass, not able to handle the pass, and Sun Prairie picks up the loose puck. They'll work it back across center ice. They send it down into the Janesville zone around the back of the net. Janesville pick up possession, try and work it up the near side board. Sun Prairie point, steps up, holds, puts a shot on, goes wide. Sun Prairie top of the circle. Centering pass, off the stick. Janesville pick it up, they'll work it back down now. Working into the zone on the near side. Centering pass goes just wide off the stick of his trail man there on the far side. Down below the goal line, both teams battling for possession, down below the goal line and back towards the far corner. James able to pick it up. Tried to work it up along the near side boards. They'll pick it up top of the circle. James will shot just wide near side. It'll kick over along the far side boards. Janesville defense steps up, holds the zone along the far side. Puck kicked out into the slot. Sun Prairie able to get a stick on it. They'll clear it out across center ice, down into the Bluebird zone. Janesville pick it up. They'll work around their net, send it across over here far side. Tried to split the Sun Prairie players. They took the puck off the body, and they'll send it back into the Janesville zone just down below the Janesville net. Both teams battling for possession down there below the goal. Janesville trying to work it up the far side board. Sun Prairie with the steal. Centering pass, just through the skates over here to the near side, I'm sorry. As Janesville works it up and out. And that one's going to have a little too much on it, and we'll have an icing on Janesville. It'll bring the face-off down here into the defensive zone near side. Off the draw, shot from the point, gets stick down behind the goal line. Around the back of the net there to the far side. Sun Prairie will pick it up there at the hash marks. Tipped by Janesville, sent out to the Sun Prairie point, who holds and sends it back deep in the zone far side corner. They'll wrap it around over here to the near side. Step up, hold, bouncing puck at the top of the circle. Sun Prairie picks it up, looking to get a shot. Shot, stick down, and knocked over into the near side corner by Janik. Still loose there on the near side, bouncing around. High slot, out of the zone it comes. Cross center ice, Sun Prairie will pick it up. 2 on by Janesville as Sun Prairie is able to get it out to neutral ice. Janesville will work it back in to the offensive zone, and Sun Prairie will try and work it up and out on the near side. And they do. Out at neutral ice it comes. Janesville able to get a stick on it, tried to work it back in. Now Janesville will take it back in on the far side. Deep down they get it. Sun Prairie will pick it up first below the goal line. Far side. Tried to work it over here near side. Janesville able to tie it up behind the net. Along the far side. Janesville with it in the corner. Try to get a center pass. Lost the handle. Sun Prairie picks it up. They'll work it up and out. Cross center ice. Into the Janesville zone they go. Top of the circle near side. Stick down by Janik and kick to the near side as the puck slides to the far side corner. Sun Prairie will work it back up off the boards here near side. Shot deflects off a point man. Bouncing around top of the zone and kick through all the way into the Sun Prairie zone. They'll quickly work it back out, neutral ice. Janesville caught in a line change. Sun Prairie works it up on the far side boards. Top of the circle. They'll work it down. Centering pass there in the slot. Not able to get a stick on it. Nice work by Janesville to get it poked out of there quick. They'll turn and work it up quickly across the blue line there, far side. Stop, turn at the hash marks. Looking for the pass. Nobody there. Trying to work it off the far side boards. They'll work it down deep below the net there of Sun Prairie. Sun Prairie will try to work it over here from the near side to the far side. They'll work it up the far side boards. Centering pass out front. They'll get an odd man rush. They got a breakaway shot. Janik save. Rebound, and he'll cover that up with the glove and take the face-off as Sun Prairie got a quick rush on Janesville there. And Janik quickly going to work for his team. And we'll get a defensive zone face-off upcoming for Janesville. Off the draw, not able to get a shot. Janesville able to get a stick on it. They'll work it this way. If they hurry, they got a little 2-on-1 shot. No, not able to. Deflects wide. Stays over on the far side. It'll work behind the net. James will try to pick it up here in the near side corner. Work it to point here near side. Top of the circle. Work it back down deep. Back to point. Shot, tip, bouncing around. Covered by the Sun Prairie goalie. As that one went in bouncing dangerous. Nice shot by point. Nice stick work out front. That's a scary looking puck for the Sun Prairie goalie. From point, tried to get it down in, stick lifted, couldn't get tape on puck. Sun Prairie reverse up and out of the zone. Out at center ice it is. Poke checked away. Sun Prairie trying to regain possession. Both teams battling, still at center ice. Janesville take entry, top of the circle, far side. Down into the slot, looking for a shot. Not able to get there as it bounces off a Sun Prairie man before it gets to net and slides over here along the near side. Janesville work it down behind the net to the far side. They'll work it back over here, near side corner, try to get a centering pass picked up by Sun Prairie as they try to work it up and out. Janesville able to hold it up, tied up high in the zone. Janesville with a stick on it, top of the circle. No possession yet. Now they'll slide it down low below the goal line and worked over along the far side. Far side corner, both teams trying to gain possession. Trying to work it out. Janesville picks it up, shot, sticked away by the Sun Prairie goalie. Trying to work Sun Prairie, trying to work it back up along the far side boards. Janesville top of the circle, trying to get down in the slot. There it is, backhanded pass through the middle of the zone all the way over here into the near side corner as the backdoor man couldn't get a stick on it. Sun Prairie will work it up and out, cross center ice into the Janesville zone far side. Down below the goal line, centering pass out front. Had a stick on it for a moment, not able to put it away, and there's the buzzer. The end of the first period as Janesville leads this one 1-0 going in to intermission. Quick reminder, today's game being brought to you by the great folks over at Indigo Salon and Suites and your Janesville Bluebird Booster Club. Rink staff out on the ice with a screwdriver, it looks like, doing some repairs to the boards. We'll be right back here in just a minute. All right, we got some loose decals on the boards tightened up. Both teams ready to go. We'll get this second period underway right now. Sun Prairie will dump it deep into the Janesville zone. Around the back of the net, Janesville working up the far side boards. Out of the zone it comes. Sun Prairie not able to hold. It'll slide just inside their zone. No icing. As Sun Prairie will work it over here near side, they'll double back now far side corner, trying to work it up and out. Janesville takes a fall. Point man goes down as Sun Prairie was working out. Puck comes all the way, Zen plays it over here into the near side corner. Around the back of the net, far side. Janesville working it up along the far side board. Sun Prairie able to hold. Back down around the back of the net it goes. Near side corner it is, sent back over along the far side boards. Janesville face off dot far side. Trying to work it up and out of their zone. Now they'll get out along the far side. Across center ice. Chipped into the Sun Prairie zone far side corner. Kicked over here along the near side. Down below the goal line. Sun Prairie will pick it up. Working along the far side up and out of their zone. Cross center ice into the Janesville zone. Poke chuck held up along the far side. Janesville pick it up and slide it down behind their goal line. Over here near side, trying to work it up and out of the zone. Out they come, center ice. Trying to get a little poke check and a rush on it. Not able to, lost an edge, and along the far side boards it is center ice. Puck will slide into the Janesville zone. They'll quickly work it right back out, and Sun Prairie will pick up possession and work it in the Janesville zone far side. Far side corner. Puck will slide out, cross center ice. Pressure by Janesville as it goes just inside the Sun Prairie zone. Sun Prairie will work it here near side, send it over far side. Bounced and slides into the Janesville zone near side. Janesville tries to work it out. Dangerous pass. Sun Prairie picks it up. Top of the circle shot. Deflected down by a D-man out front. They quickly work it out. Try to get a odd man rush as they go in. Lost an edge as both players were battling for possession right out there in front of the Sun Prairie net. Shot from the high slot. Blocked down and goes along the near side boards. Behind the net, they'll work it up. Janesville picks it up at point. Shot, tip, goes wide over here to the near side. Centering pass, shot on net. Puck still loose, trying to get a glove on it was a Sun Prairie goalie. Still kicked loose and worked over here along the far side. Sun Prairie will work it up and out. They got an edge into the Janesville zone. Far side, not able to get a clean shot. They make a move. There it is as they cut across the front of the crease and got a backhand goal. Off the draw. Puck comes over here just in front of the Sun Prairie bench. Both teams battling for it right on the blue line. James will work it up and out across center ice. They'll take entry along the far side. Lost the handle out of the zone it comes. They'll have to check up as Sun Prairie picks up possession behind their net. They'll work it up along the far side. Out of the zone it comes, neutral ice. James will grabs possession. They'll send it back into the Sun Prairie zone. Around the back of the net here to the near side. And we'll have a penalty, I believe. A charging is going to be the call. Chicken wing. Anybody listening? 2 minutes for the elbow. And James will go on the penalty kill here. Face off defensive zone. Worked around the back of the net. Sun Prairie with it, far side corner. They'll work it out to point. Work it over here to the high slot. Pressure by Janesville. Nice little intercept there, not able to get a stick on it all the way. Now they'll kick it out. Janesville cross center ice, tried to work it in the Sun Prairie zone. Lost it at the blue line. Sun Prairie regains possession. They'll work it up and out along the far side. Center ice. They'll take the zone high. Work it over along the far side. Face off dot far side. Try to make a move out front. Shot. And a save by Janik. Gonna face off on the far side dot. Janesville defensive zone. From point, far side, off a stick out front, into the slot it comes. Still loose. Janesville gets a stick on it, and they'll send it all the way down. Sticked and played by the Sun Prairie goalie. Work it up here along the far side boards. Sun Prairie will work it out. Cutting over to the far side, across center ice. Pressure by Janesville, using great utilization of the referee along the far side boards. Puck goes in down below the goal line. Sun Prairie will pick it up. They'll double back over to the far side. Out of the zone it comes. Janesville sends it right back in. Sun Prairie at the hash marks far side. They'll send it across over here Man coming through center ice, pass up along the far side boards into the Janesville zone. Face-off dot, far side, taken down into the corner. Sun Prairie with it down below the goal line, far side. They'll work it up along the half wall. Out to point, far side, back down. Face-off dot, try to get a centering pass, not able to. Janesville stops it, tried to work it out. Near side point, holds, shot, tipped, and wide of the net to the near side, down below the goal line. Trying to get a centering pass, no. Janesville gets a stick on it, and they'll clear the zone again. And they'll take that down below the Sun Prairie net, where Sun Prairie will pick it up. They'll work it along the near side over here under pressure. Out of their zone along the far side boards, it's kicked. Intercepted by Janesville. Janesville will work it up across center ice. Got a 2-on-1, lost the handle, not able to get a clean pass over here as his man was streaking up in through the slot. And the puck down below the goal line in the near side corner. Both teams back to full strength, both teams full strength. Great penalty kill by Janesville as they work it up along the far side, tried to work it into the zone. Sun Prairie quickly works it back out to neutral ice. Janesville regroups. Top of the circle, lost the handle. Puck bouncing around high in the slot. Shot! Off the pads of the Sun Prairie goalie, kicked over here near side. Janesville picks it up here near side. Able to hold, sends it back in. Sun Prairie trying to work it up and out. High in their zone. Out of the zone it comes, across center ice. Along the near side, the puck will slide into the Janesville zone along the boards. Tip, bouncing high. Just inside the Janesville zone, kept inside the zone along the far side. Janesville sent it down, picked up by the Sun Prairie point, just inside their zone. They'll work it over here off the boards near side. Into the Janesville zone they go. Top of the circle. Working down onto the net, not able to, lost the handle. Janesville work it up and out. Trying to work it out. Sun Prairie holds. Shot, tipped down. And puck will kick against the far side board. Shot by Sun Prairie. Out front, never makes it there. Down below the goal line it goes into the far side corner. Sun Prairie with possession, top of the circle. Not able to get a clean shot. Moves it back to point. Point, centering pass. Janesville man there off his skates, holds it up, tries to work it out. Sun Prairie again, holds the zone. Along the far side boards, just inside the Janesville zone. Both teams have it tied up. Janesville will work it out of there. They'll come out. They'll work into the far zone, far side. Shot off the defenseman of Sun Prairie. Now Sun Prairie is going to work on an odd man rush. A 4-on-2 working back in, and Janesville's going to go on the penalty kill again as there's a delayed penalty on a tripping coming up. Sun Prairie is going to play a little game of keep away as they now have an extra man on ice. Their goalie is on the bench. They're 6-on-5 at the moment. Shot near side. Wide into the far side corner. Sun Prairie picks it up, trying to work it down below the goal line. Janesville needs to touch the puck. Shot tipped again. There it is, tipped out front. And we'll have a tripping upcoming on Janesville. So Gavin Vogel will head to the bench. And the Bluebirds will be back on the the penalty kill, I'm sorry. Shot off the point, or shot off the face-off there, came into the slot, missing, goes wide here into the near side corner. Out to point, near side, Sun Prairie looking to work it, back down into the corner they go. Tried to move the puck, James able to get a stick on it, they'll work it up and out. They'll kick it far side corner, down into the Sun Prairie zone it'll go, down below the net. James will put on a heavy rush, they're holding it up down there in the far side corners. Janesville's tied it up down there. Great forecheck, trying to get a centering pass. He had a man there high in the slot back door, but the Sun Prairie goalie was able to get a stick on it and hold it up, get the whistle. We'll get a face-off upcoming in the offensive zone for Janesville, near side dot. Out here at point, near side, shot goes wide to the far side. Up along the far side boards. Sun Prairie will pick it up. They'll work it up and out of the zone. Cross center ice. Over here to the near side. They'll take entry. Top of the circle. Poke check down into the near side corner. Trying to work it out in front of the net. Janesville directs it down behind the back of the net and up the far side. Sun Prairie, far side point. Makes a pass here near side. High slot. Shot. Tipped. Wow. Big tip out front, but right into the glove of the Bluebirds goalie Zen Janik, and we'll get a face-off upcoming. Puck will slide down below the goal line here near side. Janesville will send it over their far side. Sun Prairie steps up, hash marks, holds it, sends it down into the corner. Far side corner. Sun Prairie works it back. Out here, tip, bouncing around, still inside the zone here near side. Still bouncing, top of the circle. Sun Prairie got a stick on it, working it down low. Shot, Zen steps out. Oh, not able to get a glove on it. Sun Prairie puts that one in the back of the net on the power play. Sun Prairie works it into the Janesville zone, far side. Far side corner shot goes up high over the net over here into the near side. Out to near side point. Sun Prairie shot, bouncing around, and Janik will get the glove on that one. And he'll hold it up for the face-off. Off the draw into the near side corner. Janesville will pick it up, try to work it up the near side boards. Lost the handles there trying to clear it. Sun Prairie picked it up high in the zone. Not able to get a clean shot off. And it's tipped and kicked over along the far side. Janesville will work it out across center ice. Into the Sun Prairie zone they go. Tried to make a move around the Sun Prairie point. They lost the handle. Janesville picks it back up. Top of the circle. Shot on the back door. Not able to get there. Kicked into the near side corner. Beautiful pass down, just not able to get down there fast enough, and the Sun Prairie goalie able to make the save as they work out of the zone. Now center ice, Janesville with the steal. They'll work it back up, Sun Prairie zone far side. Down to the hash marks. Below the net they go. Puck kicks over here near side corner. Janesville with it, near side corner. Both teams battling for possession. Puck kicks out here high in the zone. Janesville picks it up a point. Near far side shot. Wide of the net. Comes up. Oh! Beautiful goal by Janesville as it comes off the boards from behind the net. Out in front, able to poke it away before. Near far side shot. The Cardinal wide of the net. Comes up. Oh! Beautiful goal by Janesville as it comes off. 3 from 39, so Truesdale from Falligant, and that was a beauty. Off the draw, Janesville will work it up along those far side boards. Sun Prairie with it at center ice. Now they work it in. And we'll have a stoppage of play upcoming. I believe that was... All right. So the red 9, Sun Prairie thought they were on the penalty. It's a Janesville penalty, I believe, for tripping. And that was Liam Fitzgerald. As Janesville tries to work it up and out now along the far near side. Just inside the zone. They'll cut top of the circle. Center pass out front. Shot, ticked down over here into the near side corner. Janesville trying to work it back up there in the slot. No, sticked off by Sun Prairie, and they'll work it up and out along the far side boards, cross center ice, into the Janesville zone. Poke checked away by Janesville. Far side, off the far side boards, they'll send it down into the Sun Prairie zone. And we have a high stick upcoming. So we have a high stick on Sun Prairie. Face-off will be in the Janesville offensive zone. Still working on a penalty kill is Janesville, tied 2-2 on a beautiful goal from Truesdale and Falligan to tie it up here late in the second. Off the draw, puck loose, Sun Prairie picks it up, they'll work it up out of the zone here along the near side. Into the Janesville zone they go, top of the circle, stop, move it back to Point. Point picks it up, they'll work it, shot goes down, stick and held by Janik. And we'll get a defensive zone face-off here near side dot. Back to Point, near side, Sun Prairie. Work it up the near side boards. They'll work it down below the goal line. Over to the far side. Tried to work it around the side there. Shot held up, and Janik will cover that as he tried to get a little wraparound action. No doing, says Janik. Off the draw, puck kicks down below the goal line. Sun Prairie there first. They'll work it up along the far side boards. Back down into the corner it goes. Janesville trying to work it up the far side. Sun Prairie able to hold. Centering pass down into the slot. Sun Prairie has it. Shot, stick, bouncing high. Still loose. Janik got the cover. I didn't hear the whistle right away. Quiet whistle on that one. But Janik grabs that one. And we'll get another defensive zone face-off, far side dot. Tied up on the face-off dot. James will pick it up. They'll work it into the far side corner, up and out. And they'll burn some time on that on that penalty kill. James will heavy forecheck pressures. They get down there. They tie it up down below the goal line. Far side corner. James will with it. Work back to Point. Shot goes wide over here into the near side corner. Sun Prairie regroups. They'll work it up and out of the zone here along the near side. Into the Janesville zone they go. Stop at the blue line. They'll hold it up, send it back in. Hash mark, centering pass down off a defenseman of Janesville, and they'll tip it down and knock it out and back into the Sun Prairie zone. It'll go. Cardinals with it, trying to work it up. Tip by Janesville, held up for a moment. Cardinals will pick it up there on the near side. They'll send it out just inside the Janesville zone as Janesville quickly works it back through neutral ice. And we have a whistle as they were literally staring at each other as they went offsides. Off the draw, Sun Prairie will work it up here along the near side. Top of the circle. Down to the hash, makes a stop. Poke check by Janesville. Down into the corner it goes. Sun Prairie with possession around the back of the net. Taken by Janesville. Working it up and out of their zone, trying to work it across ice. Here near side, Janesville had a stick on it. Sun Prairie bodies him off. They'll reverse down the Janesville zone. Top of the circle, down to the hash, cuts back. Looks for Point. Point steps up, top of the circle, shot! Knocked down by the Janesville defender there, and Janesville pick it up, work it out across center ice. They'll work it in on a one-on-one with back check pressure from Sun Prairie as they get the steal, and they'll try to work it up and out along the near side. Janesville able to hold. Along the near side boards, Janesville has possession. Tried to make a move through the skates. Puck slides down below the goal line. Both teams battling for possession as Sun Prairie works it up and off the board's far side. Janik will have to play. No, didn't have to play it. Nicely done. So he was protecting the corner of the net and icing. It is on the Cardinals. And the last 57 seconds of the second period. I am really doing a horrible job on the score. I apologize. It is 2-2. Shot off the post. That bounced Right off the glove, right off the post, into the far side corner. Kicked over here now along the near side. Sun Prairie along the near side corner. Works it down below their goal line. Up here along the near side hash. Up and out of the zone it goes. Tip. Janesville picks it up center ice. They'll work it back in. Sun Prairie picks it up, works it down behind their net. Pressure on the far side. Kicked over here into the near side corner. Sun Prairie with it. Janesville poke check. They'll work it. They had it. They worked it across center ice. Foot race to the puck. Janesville gets a stick on it. Holds it up here along the near side. Just inside the Janesville zone. Oh, far side. Sun Prairie's there looking to get a shot. Janesville able to get a stick on it and saved by Janik as it kicks along the far side. Shot from point. Bouncing around at center ice. Or in the slot. Down below the goal line. Far side it is. Janesville trying to kick it out of the zone and they'll get the buzzer. As they got a little lax there going back into their zone. With 17 seconds on the clock, and they got away with one there. As both teams head on off, we'll get ice made here in the second intermission between the Bluebirds and the Cardinals. 2-2 is our game. Coach Nate with Blue Line Basics. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. Really does do us a world of good. The more likes we get on that like button, the more YouTube believes you actually like my content. It's a big, big deal. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We're trying to get it up over 1,000. And most importantly, give a big shout out and thank you to Indigo Salon and Suites. Do your Christmas shopping. Get online. Check out gift certificates, hair, lashes, nails, pedicures, manicures. All the great stuff. All the stuff that you know your significant other would really appreciate. And when you stop over there, Indigo Salon and Suites there by Piggly Wiggly and Milton, tell them thank you for sponsoring the Bluebird hockey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third period. Both teams are just waiting to take the ice as the Zamboni just got off. Nets are being placed. And thank you for putting up with me trying to operate the clock, the camera, speak. It's kind of like chewing gum and walking. I was having a little bit of trouble there for a moment. Scores 2-2. That is correct. Third period is correct. What's not correct is I believe they just took 2 minutes off. We will run a 15-minute period based on remaining time before the varsity game. Refs are on the ice. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. Really does do us a world of good. I do greatly appreciate all of you tuning in. Following this game, you can click over on the Blue Line Basics YouTube channel, the link to get to the varsity game, where we will have more help. It'll be myself and the famed Coach Lee. Lee Grawl will be up here with me once again, calling the Bluebird varsity game. 7 o'clock puck drop as they take on Sun Prairie as well. Both goalies look set. Creases are ready. Officials ready. Let's get the third period underway. Off the draw, back to point for Janesville. Up the far side, into the Sun Prairie zone, quickly collected. Oh, lost the handle. Janesville picks it up, not able to take it all the way to the net, and down into the far side corner it goes. Janesville works it up in far side corner again, trying to get a centering pass, not able to get a clean pass. Was tipped down by Sun Prairie. Now they'll work it up over here to the near side. Out of the zone they come. Cross center ice. Into the Janesville zone. Near side hash marks. Cut towards the net. Lost a handle into the net. And that's one way to score. As both players slide in. Fresh ice. Little slippery. And we'll get a face-off upcoming. Janik was more than happy to get out of the way as those two guys went into the net. We'll get a near side face-off here. Defensive zone for Janesville. Along the near side, back to point. Try to work it back up as Sun Prairie. Janesville able to clear the zone. Out across center ice. Trying to work it in. They lost the handle a little bit, got ahead of him, and he wasn't able to continue in on the with speed as Sun Prairie down in the far side corner, trying to clear it out. Whoa, lost the puck there, sorry, along the near side of kicks. Down into the Janesville end, near side corner. They'll pick it up, working around the back of their net. Along the far side boards. Out of the zone, center ice, tipped by Sun Prairie, held up for a moment. Janesville picks it up, works it into their zone. Offensive zone, Janesville down into the far side corner. Sun Prairie will work it up and over to the far side boards. Had to play it. Sun Prairie sends it down on Janik over to the far side corner. Janesville will work it here near side. Kicked along the far side, knocked down on its way over there. Janesville regroups, trying to work it back in. Off the boards, and Cardinals goalie will have to play it. Worked around the back over there, far side. Sun Prairie off the half boards, working up out of the zone. Cross center ice. Into the Janesville zone, top of the circle, far side. Oh, knocked down, shouldered. And into the near side corner it goes. As Janik went down on that, and he was able to just catch enough of it with his shoulder. It was a heck of a shot from the Cardinal offense from point, far side. Shot blockered over here to the near side. Top of the circle, Sun Prairie steps up, holds it. Sends it back down, near side corner. Face-off dot, near side, shot. Off Janik, bounces along the near side, behind the net it is. Bouncing around, face-off dot near side. Nobody gets a handle on it. Now Janesville got a stick on it. Out of the zone they come. They'll work it across center ice. They'll send it in on the Cardinal goalie, who will stick it over here near side. Sun Prairie working around the boards. Along the far side, Janesville able to tie it up. High in the zone, Janesville picks it up, top of the circle. Trying to make a move there towards the slot, poked away. Janesville regains possession. Trying to work it towards the net, top of the circle, far side still. Stick down around the back of the net, over here into the near side corner it comes. Out to point, Janesville at point. Shot wide of the net near side. It'll kick around along the far side boards. Janesville point steps up, sends it back deep. That'll slide over here to the near side again. Little back and forth, little ping pong, near side, far side, near side. Down below the goal line. Sun Prairie will work it over here to the near side. Top of the circle, tied up, both teams battling for possession, and Sun Prairie will send it up and out of play into their own bench. And we'll get a face-off upcoming here in the Janesville offensive zone. Off the draw. Janesville works it up back towards the face-off dot. Sun Prairie picks up possession. They'll work it around the back of their net. Far side. Trying to send it out. Janesville stops it. Top of the circle. Bouncing around. Sun Prairie picks up possession. High slot. Out of the zone they come. Cross center ice. 2-on-2 going in. Poke check by Janesville. Held up along the far side boards. They'll pull it out of the zone. Along the far side. Cross center ice. They'll dump it down into the Cardinal zone. Behind the net. Or along the far side of the net it is. Tied up in the corner, sent up the far side boards. Janesville able to hold. Sends it back down deep in the zone. Near side corner it is. Janesville comes out with it along the near side. Out to point near side, looking to get a shot. Tipped out front. Denver makes it to the net and around the back it goes. Far side they battle for it. Sun Prairie with possession behind their own net, trying to work it out. Janesville with the steal there. Sun Prairie quickly working it back up and out. Center ice it is. They'll send it down into the Janesville zone. Around the back of the net it'll wrap. Far side. Janesville try to work it up and out along the far side boards. Sun Prairie comes up with possession just inside their zone. Work it from far side, near side. Now they'll work it all the way up. Janesville with the intercept here out at center ice. Big hit in front of the scorer's box as Janesville sends it back in. Little back and forth. Sorry, jerky on the camera. Sun Prairie around the back of the net. Far side. Out of the zone they come. Into the Janesville zone, tried to make a move around point. Nice job by Janesville defenseman. Keeps it tied up along the far side boards. Out to point. Sun Prairie shot wide of the net, round the back over here near side corner. Out here to near side point. Sun Prairie sets up. Shot. Oh, that was kind of a blind shot going in on Janik as it goes behind the goal line and slides up next to him. And he'll reach out and get that thing covered and take the whistle. 9:53 to go here in the third. All tied up. 2-2. Bluebirds, Cardinals. Off the draw, back here to the near side point. They'll dump it down deep into the corner. James will try to work it over their far side. They'll pick it up along the far side boards. Head man pass out at center ice, not able to handle it. Sun Prairie picks up the loose puck. Poked away by Janesville, now poked away by Sun Prairie into the Janesville zone. Knocked right back out to neutral ice. Both teams battling for possession out here along the Janesville blue line. Near side or far side boards. Center ice, Janesville pick it up. They'll work it up over here near side, top of the circle. Set up, shot, gloved, and held by the Cardinal goalie. We'll get an offensive zone face-off for your Bluebirds. Off the draw from point, shot deflected down by Sun Prairie. Puck kicks out here to center ice. Cardinals work it in, top of the circle near side. Stop, poked away a little bit, regained possession. Tried to move it back to point, nobody there, foot race to the puck. Cardinal goalie will come out, send it over along the far side boards. Out of the zone it comes. Cardinals will work it back into the Janesville zone. And offsides, it is. Off the draw along the far side board. Sun Prairie with it down in the Janesville zone, far side corner. Around the back of the net, looking for a pass. Poke checked away by Janesville. Picked up along the near side. Janesville able to clear. Sun Prairie picks up possession out at center ice, works it up the far side boards and back into the Janesville zone. Near side corner. Janesville, they'll send it back over far side. Sun Prairie's there to pick it up. Trying to work it down below the goal line. And it slides over here near side out to point. They'll drive it down deep. Janesville trying to work it up and out. Sun Prairie able to hold. Janesville comes up with possession. They'll work it out along the far side, off the skates, not able to handle it there for a minute, still loose. And just inside, we'll have a penalty upcoming on Sun Prairie. We have a cross check on Sun Prairie. And the Bluebirds will go on a power play here with 8:09 to go in the third period. Face off far side. Offensive zone. On the draw down into the far side corner. Up off the boards, out to point. Shot, tip, bouncing around just wide of the net, near side it goes. Sun Prairie tries to work it out. Janesville not able to hold. They regroup quickly and back in along the far side. Face off that far side, down into the corner. They'll work it up the half wall. Below the net, near side they are. Trying to move, shot. Not able to get there, down below the goal line. Sun Prairie had it. Janesville tries to tie it back up. Janesville come away with it. Over into the far side corner they go, along the far side boards. Hash marks, far side, Janesville with it, back down below the goal line. Janesville works it over here near side. Face off dot shot. No. Grabbed by the Cardinal goalie. In an offensive zone near side draw they will have. Minute 15 to go on power play. Draw comes over here near side, hash marks tied up. Sun Prairie trying to work it up and out. Nice poke check by the Janesville defense. Holds it down low in the zone near side. Along the near side boards. Down in the corner, below the net, below the goal line, far side. Work it up to point, far side, steps up top of the circle, shot. Wide and over here along the near side. Sun Prairie able to tip it up and out of the zone. Along the near side boards it is. Center ice, Janesville work it back in. They work it over far side. Top of the circle, poke check by Sun Prairie. Lost an edge as they were coming out of the zone, and Janesville pick it up just inside their zone. Work it back out, center ice. And the puck will slide down just inside the Sun Prairie zone. And the Cardinals will stop and work back along that far side corner of their own zone. Up and out they come. Center ice it is. Puck's up and over the stick of the Janesville defenseman. They'll pick it back up middle of their zone, work it up and out. They'll work their way here near side into the Cardinal zone. Along the near side boards. Big hit by the Cardinals. Puck will slide down below the goal line and they'll send it up and down, and we'll have no icing. There was 2 seconds left on that, so Janik played it, work it up the far side boards. Both teams full strength. Cardinals with it along the far side, just inside the Cardinal zone. Janesville trying to get a stick on it, not able to, as the Cardinals work it out of the zone here, neutral ice near side. Janesville quickly works it back in, but the Cardinals regain possession. They'll work it up, center ice. Janesville with the steal. They'll just try to work it back in, and the Cardinals will send it down, and an icing it is. As we have 5:42 left in the third, tied 2-2. Shots on goal for the Cardinals, 20. Shots on goal for your Bluebirds, 13. Up and over the net, into the far side corner it goes. Janesville with it, down below the net. They'll try to work it here near side corner. Both teams battling for possession. Janesville here at the hash marks, near side. Trying to work it over. Both officials having a little bit of a conversation out front of us. Out here at the far side point, they'll try to work it down along the far side boards. Out here, Point near side, shot goes wide. The conversation the officials were having was really distracting me there for a moment. Janesville picks it up along the near side, works it just inside the Cardinal zone. Center ice it is. Janesville work it up and over into the Cardinal zone far side. Down below the goal line it goes. Tied up behind the Sun Prairie net. Sun Prairie comes out with it far side. Janesville with the steal. Hash marks far side. Shot, stick, rebound goes down below the goal line. Janesville working around. Wow, what a shot! As they thought he was going to go around the net. Sends a quick pass. Steal. Hash marks far side. Out front shot, before stick, he makes the move around the back. Janesville working around. Wow, what a shot! As they that one coming. That was a beauty. With the steal. Hash marks far side. Shot, stick, rebound goes down below the goal line. Janesville up around. Wow, what a shot! As they in the third. Off the draw, up along the far side board, center ice. Sun Prairie works down in the Janesville zone. Far side corner, centering pass in the slot. Not able to get a clean stick on it. Backhand still loose down below the goal line. Into the near side corner. Both teams battling for it. Sun Prairie picks it up. High slot. Makes a move. Stick. Lifted for a moment. There it is. Slot. Nobody on the Cardinal as Janik had to play that one. Two Cardinals down in front of the Janesville net. Uncovered. And that group of five better give a huge thanks to their net tender, as it was all him versus two Cardinals. Along the far side boards. Cardinals with it down below the goal line. Janesville poke check away, trying to work it up along the far side. Cardinals have it, work it back to Point. Point sends it in on net. Rebound off the pads of Janik. Kicks out here near side. Janesville able to clear it out to center ice. Cardinals just inside their zone. They'll work it up along the far side boards. They'll take entry into the Janesville zone. Poke checked away. Janesville D working around the back of the net here to the near side. Off a stick. Picked up high in the zone. Cardinals move down. Shot and a glove save by Janik. As the Bluebirds a little sloppy trying to get out of their zone, and the Cardinals wanting to get back that goal they gave up. Off the draw here, near side boards. Out to Point for Cardinals. Stop before it gets to the net. Kicked out by Janesville down into the zone of the Sun Prairie. They'll work it off the near side face-off dot, trying to work it out far side. Janesville picks it up inside the zone. Shot far side. Bouncing around, still loose. Cardinals pick it up in the slot. They'll work it up along the near side boards. Out of the zone they come, out front of the press box. Just down into the Janesville zone near side. Janesville with possession. They'll work it around the back of their net. Off the far side boards. No icing as it's tipped. Down around the back of the net it comes. Janesville putting on the forecheck. Cardinals trying to work it up off the near side. They'll send it wide. Far side it is. They'll take entry along the far side, top of the circle. Poke checked away by Janesville and slid down below the goal line. Bluebirds will pick it up, work it up out of the far side corner. Top of the circle. Out of the zone far side, here to near side it comes. Janesville trying to take entry as Sun Prairie was there to slow it up. They'll take control there and send it back out to neutral ice. Janesville pick up the loose puck, send it back in. Cardinals with possession. They'll work it down below their net far side. Along the far side boards. Janesville with it, trying to work it back in. Top of the circle, loose puck. Cardinals work it out, center ice. They'll work it into the Janesville end. It'll sit over here, top of the circle near side, and get kicked right back out. Little poke check away. Janesville going in. Had a man out front all by himself, not able to get a clean pass off the near side boards here as the Sun Prairie defender was able to get a piece of it. And Janesville work it up across center ice, their far side. Bad, lazy pass as the Cardinals pick it up, and they'll reverse it back into the Janesville zone. Far side corner. Janesville working around the back of the net here to the near side. Cardinals with possession along the near side boards. Puck squirts out, high in the zone. Bouncing around, out of the zone it comes. Poke between the legs. Sun Prairie will pick it up just inside their zone. Backhanded pass out. Picked up at neutral ice. Cardinals work in, top of the circle. Face-off dot near side. Not able to get a clean pass out front. Round the back of the net it goes. Puck squirts out from behind the net. Oh, goalie's pulled. I did not see that. And Janesville just misses on that, and we have an icing. Minute 14 to go. Sun Prairie has put their goaltender on the bench, opting for the sixth man. As Sun Prairie will take a timeout here. 1:14 officially on the game clock. It's a blast to be able. I can hear, for the most part, both benches. But the game plan going out by Sun Prairie, obviously 6 men on the ice versus 5. In his explanation, anytime there's 2 Bluebirds, there's always 3 Cardinals. Whenever there's 4, there's always 5. Giving them the mentality and the idea that the more men, the more ability to pass, spread it out. And we'll get a defensive zone face-off for the Bluebirds, far side dot. Just over a minute to go in the game along the far side. James will try to work it up and out of the zone. They'll send it down. Just misses, and icing is the call as he had a man. I can tell you that Mr. Maurerman on the Janesville bench saw exactly what you probably saw, was a man wide open here on the near side. That was all the way on his own to the net. Instead, we have another defensive zone face-off. Far side corner it goes. Back to point, Sun Prairie. Tipped by Janesville. They'll work it up and out. Cross center ice. Nice work, nice back check by Sun Prairie. Janesville not able to get a clean shot. Down in the far side corner it is. Janesville pinning Sun Prairie down in the zone. Along the near side, Janesville holds the zone. Sends it up on net, bouncing around top of the circle. Sun Prairie gets a stick on it. Janesville with the steal. Trying to work it down. Sun Prairie picks up the loose puck. Out of the zone they come along the near side. Half minute to go. Just in front of the Janesville bench. Puck kicks out. Sun Prairie takes entry. High slot. Makes a move. Lost the puck. Janesville picks it up. Works it up and out of the defensive zone. Neutral ice it is. Sun Prairie will gain possession out here at neutral ice. They'll try to work it back up and in on the near side. Stolen by Janesville. Janesville needs to hang on to it. Take it over on the far side. Off the boards. Out of the zone they come. Sun Prairie with possession. They'll work it over here near side. Trying to work it into the Janesville zone. Back and forth. Both teams battling for possession. Sun Prairie picks it up. They'll send it in, bouncing on net into the far side corner. And that's it. Janesville will pick up this one 3-2 on a beautiful goal in the third period. All exciting here on Blue Line Basics. I'm Coach Nate, and a huge thank you for joining us for the JV game here, Janesville versus Sun Prairie. Go ahead, check it out. Click on that link on the YouTube channel for the varsity game. Upcoming here in approximately 20 minutes. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, please. It really does do us a world of good. Just start. I'm out. See you later. Thank you for joining.